Hello, hey, this is Cynthia Scott with Business Academy, Cynthia Scott Business Academy, and where we focus on women in business, entrepreneurs, and leadership. I am so happy that you decided to visit us today on our channel. If you would, like, subscribe, and comment, and give us a thumbs up, okay? Really appreciate it. Today, we're going to be talking about the ugly thing, this ugly word that has just suffocated and it has given us fear, and it's procrastination. Today we're going to talk about 7 ways how we're going to end procrastination so that we can build the business and build our lives, much better and much faster if we stop procrastinating. First of all, we're going to talk about what is procrastination. Well, the definition tells us that procrastination is when we waste time, when we delay in doing something. Procrastination is something that we all have experienced. It's something that can quickly become a habit if we don't catch a hold of it. It can derail us in our business. And, people who are successful people, they've learned how to tame this monster. Okay, because that's what it is. It's a hindrance. Okay, and not only is it a monster, it is a disguiser. Procrastination can disguise itself as to being perfection. Okay, so that's kind of, to me, it was kind of strange. It was kind of weird when I thought that. Well, perfection, how does that go with procrastination? Well, as it disguises itself as being, disguise it and make you feel like you are perfectionist, because you'll put it off and you'll say, well, I'm not quite ready, or I'll do this in the summertime. It's much warmer then. Things will be better then. But what you're actually doing is procrastinating. Because the time to start it is the times now. The time could never be any better, because when tomorrow comes, what are we going to say? Tomorrow, the next day, the next month, the next year. Okay? We're coming up to a new year, 2020, and we have some people that just, they're confessing that 2020 is going to be my best year. 2020, I'm starting over. 2020, listen, you have not even started in 2019. Some of the same things that you're delaying for 2020, you delayed them in 2018, and you didn't accomplish them in 2019. So this is why we're tackling this thing called procrastination. I'm going to give you 7 ways today that we are going to knock this thing in the head. Okay, we're going to kill it so that we can build our business. Okay, so as we go through these, I want you to write them down. Okay, we're just going to go through 7 real quickly. I'm not going to, be here with you very long, but I do want to go over those things. The first one is, we're going to start with today. Okay, today. Start it today. You're going to make today your most important word in your vocabulary. Okay? So especially if you're particularly, forming procrastination, when you procrastinate, it involves in your goals, and you don't have your deadlines. Goals that don't have tangible deadlines. We talked about this in our last video. If you missed it, go back and watch it. We talked about setting goals, goal setting. But, when you don't have tangible deadlines, you tend to put off indefinitely. Okay? That's why we're from 2018 didn't accomplish, 2019 didn't do it. Now we're waiting on this magnificent 2020, and it's all going to be grand then. No. Today is the day. Today is the day. Okay? That's why, people stay miserable in relationships. You have people that never move out of their parents' house. They never go back to college. They never start the business. But why? Because they didn't start today. Okay, so the time is not in 2020. The time is not in the next however many days we have left in this year. It's not then. It's today. Okay. Number two, I want you to be aware of the true dangers of procrastinating. Procrastination is an enemy. It's an enemy of excellence. It prevents you from polishing up your work for it to be its best. See, we think that we need to be the best to start. No, we just need to get started, okay? And then we will work towards getting, sharpening those things and polishing it up, okay? So it's a big difference between enjoying the process and being proud of your work, so that we, we don't feel like we haven't have not made it, have not been successful. Okay, so you want to do that. You want to be aware of the dangers. You want to be aware of the dangers of it. Okay, so you don't want to feel like you haven't accomplished anything. Okay, when we put off, from this year to next year, what it does, it really sets you back. It sets you back. We think we're setting up, but it actually sets you back. Okay? So remember that. To beware of the dangers is dangerous. Okay? And it's a killer of dreams. It's a killer of your excellence. And don't forget, it is a disguiser. Makes you feel like you have to be perfect. And you don't have to be perfect. Okay? Even this video here. Sometimes we'll go between and we'll record and re-record and we won't go live because we feel like it all has to be perfect. But guess what? If I don't do the live or don't do the video, then it won't get done. Okay? So as I'm setting back, really I'm setting myself back and I'm setting you back as well. Okay? So remember that. Remember the dangers. And number three, you're going to turn your back on any excuses. Procrastination will cause us to come up with all kinds of excuses. Okay? We have to make sure that we encourage each other and, accepting responsibility and realizing the reasons, that we first, make up excuses. Why? Because we're really procrastinating. We're really procrastinating. So it's good if you have an accountability partner. I have one. Actually, I have two. But it's in each one, they are good in their own place, in their own way, because we each hold each other accountable for different areas in our lives. Okay, so not saying that you need to, but you want to have someone there that is going to help you deal with getting past the excuses. Okay, you want to do that. Okay, so having an accountability partner that is going to help you, someone that's going to say, hey, now you said you were going to do this. There are no excuses on why we don't have it done. Okay? And now number 4, we're going to discard, just like we talked earlier, that perfectionism. Okay? So people who are perfectionists, they're prone to putting things off. Just as we talked about the disguising of it. They come overwhelmed with the fear that they won't produce exceptional. We got to have the best results. But perfectionism doesn't result in extraordinary results, whether you know it or not. 99% of the time it's just what it does. It just reduces our efficiency and induces paralysis. Okay, so you don't want to reduce your efficiency. You want your efficiency to go up. So if you discard the perfectionism and just step out there and do what it is, You start where you are. No, you may not have all of the information. You don't need all the information to get started. You have enough. And enough is your willingness, the ability that you already have. That is enough for you to get started. Okay? So number 4, we are discarding that perfectionism. We're kicking it out. Okay? We're kicking it out. So we don't have to get perfect. We don't have to be perfect in order to start. Okay? And number 5, we're going to stop thinking of ourselves. You said, well, Coach, why are you saying forget about yourself? Well, the way I see it is this, and this is what I tell my clients when I'm coaching them in their business startup. I said, if not now, when? And the reason I ask them that is because what is so important for you to know, what is so important for them to know, is that someone is waiting on them. Someone is waiting on them. Someone is waiting on them for the information that they have, the value that they have to give to them. You don't want to disappoint them. See, the way I look at it is this. There is something that someone has that I need right now. Okay? It doesn't matter that I'm on the channel and I'm doing my reviews on business and how to start a business up, all of that stuff. No. Because there is still some information out there that I don't know. But what I decided to do was to just get started. I decided to get started today. So what you have to realize is you have to stop thinking of yourself, because the task, all the information, all of the things that you have to consider how it's going to affect others or not affect them, because you're not delivering, you're not giving. All the things that we have, all the information that we have is not just for you. So the sooner you realize that someone is waiting on me, it will change your thoughts. It will change your attitude of thinking that you have to be, this perfect person, because I'm going to accept you with what you have to offer me. Okay, the information, you have no idea how valuable the things that you have, the product that you have, the business that you have, the mentorship that you have, the counseling that you have, all of that stuff. Some of us think that we have to even finish the class before we get started. No, you know enough. You know enough already, so that you can get started. So remember, that we want to focus on what it can mean to others. And if we hide our parts, we can actually hinder others from going forward. Always remember that. Okay? So I have a belief, I have even in my group on Facebook, we said it out loud a week or so ago. And it was, someone is waiting on me. So always remember that. Okay? And number 6, you want to eliminate the disconnect. Okay? Sometimes people procrastinate because there is just a disconnect between the task that they're facing and the goal that they're working towards. Okay? So focus on why you need to do the work. Okay? What the possible rewards are for the payoffs. Okay, so think about that. Think about, how it's going to affect your bank account, your relationships, your self-respect on others. Okay, so eliminate the disconnect between the tasks that you're facing and the goals that you're working towards, because the tasks are going to be there. They're going to be there. That's what makes us strong. That's what makes us, just develop. Okay? So we're going to get past the task that we're facing so that we can get working towards the goal. Okay? So remember, procrastination is not a friend. It's not a friend. It's not a friend at all. Okay? And I feel like, defeated procrastination in a lot of ways. Okay? Because I can be the first to tell you that it would keep you from being where you need to be and getting there on time. Okay? Now, number 7. Number 7 is very important. And the reason why is it's going to also help you when we talked about that accountability part. Find in a group. Join a group. It doesn't have to be a group on just focusing on procrastination, but just on, that they have some activities, so that you can help yourself, making yourself do. Okay? Not only will, other group members encourage you, they're going to inspire you, you're going to inspire each other, but they'll also help you to build your confidence. Okay? And I also think that is one of the things as well that some of us lack, and that's the confidence, and with procrastination, which is I can really go on and on with it, the all the things that it decreases in you, your thoughts and your confidence, your abilities. By the time you've talked yourself out of it, you've put it off until next year. Okay? But we're not doing that anymore. We actually are going to eliminate, procrastination. We're going to put it where it needs to be, which is in its grave somewhere. Okay? We need to hit it side the head. We need to bury it. Okay? So those are the 7 things that I wanted to talk to you about on procrastination. Okay, so I'm going to go over them real quick and just going to name them one by one. And I want you to write them down. So again, number 1, when are we starting? Today. Okay, so when you watch this video, if you're on the replay, today is your day. We're not waiting until tomorrow. We're not waiting until next year. We're not waiting until 2020. We are doing it now. Okay? Number 2, I want you to always remember, beware of the dangers of procrastination. It's a killer. It's a dream stealer. It's a thief. Okay? And how you know it's a thief? When you've put off, just when you say, I'm going to do it in 2020. What's wrong with today? What's wrong with 2019? What's wrong with the day that you're in today? What's wrong with it? What are you going to have done in 12 more days, 13 more days? What are you going to be doing different that you need to start then versus now? I think it's just an old cliche. Okay? I'm going to do it all next year. No. We're doing it today. Okay, number 3, turn back on excuses. No more excuses. You're going to turn your back to it. When you turn your back to something, I don't see it. I don't hear it. I'm not paying any attention to it. I'm not listening to it. Okay? Number 4, we're going to discard perfection. We don't have to be perfect. We do not have to be perfect to get started. Okay, you don't have to have the perfect lighting, you don't have to have the perfect setup. Okay, you can be outside, you can be in your chair, you can be, listen, I've seen a lot of people get started in all kind of ways. Okay, but you don't have to be perfect. Remember, number 5, stop thinking of yourself. Okay, I don't mean, again, just not think about yourself in that way. What I mean is, just like I said, someone is waiting on you. So just remember that, and I guarantee you, your thoughts, your way will change if you just remember that I'm holding someone up with the information, with the value that I have to give to them. And number 6, you're going to eliminate the disconnect. Okay? Again, the task and the goal. All right? And number 7, I suggest that you join a group. Okay? Join a group. Women, business, leadership, and entrepreneurs. We are a great group. Okay? There are other groups out there as well. But what I want more importantly is for you to end the procrastination. I want you to get started. I know how hard it is to get past, waiting till tomorrow. Okay? It's a trick. You don't have to fall for it. You can start right now. Okay? So, those are the 7 ways that you're going to end procrastination so that you can build your business. So I like for you to make sure that you subscribe to our channel, Women Business, Entrepreneurs and Leadership. That's our channel, and we thank you. I want you to subscribe, comment, and I want you to give us a like, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And remember, here in the Business Academy, our goal is to build better leaders so that they make better decisions in order to get better results. So you all have a great day, and no more procrastinating. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.